Hello and welcome back. This is Jacob, and this is my narration of the Arknights event Vigilo. So, let's go straight into it. This is episode 5, title Anterior. Let's go. My words don't matter much, only when you live free in every moment. Are you truly alive? Go and experience the world for yourself. It will take many months to form your own ideas. Cuts it. I hope you will. 5:39 p.m. Clear. Outdoors, Rhode Island deck. You've been quite busy lately, right? There are many things you have to do. Proper rest is also necessary. There have been some small fluctuations in your psychological indicators as of late, and I will continue to monitor them. Right, Blaze will be here to give you a report tonight. She was the one who led the raid yesterday. 1:23 a.m. Rainy. Babel Temporary Operation Command Center. Scouts outside. He was in charge of last night's operation. This is the record of one of his rare mission failures since enlisting in Babel. Come in. Commander, Dame, you're both here. Let me briefly explain what happened last night. When my squad was sweeping the battlefield, they found traces of enemy troops that could be tracked. I made the decision that this was an opportunity to sniff out the enemy's position, insisted on giving chase, and ended up being ambushed. The responsibility is mine alone, and I am willing to accept the army's punishment. This is not a decision an old Sarkis mercenary would make. Regrettably, all my experience failed to let me know anything was wrong. Something has to actually happen for your experience to be worth anything. You lost no team members after the crisis occurred, indicating that your command was calm as you retreated and thus proper. You deserve recognition, not punishment. I don't understand how you reached that conclusion. Army discipline loses all meaning if it falls to recognition when to reward and when to reward and when to punish. You know that, Scout. Why do you care so much about her reputation? I need a reason. Dame cuts it. How's Reika? She's out of danger. Scout opens his mouth to say something, but words fail him. Your heart is in turmoil. Rarely have I seen you struggle like this, even on the battlefield. If you can tell us what you're thinking, maybe we can... I insist that Reika not be punished in any way. Because she's an orphan? Military discipline isn't a bleeding heart operation. Reika's father was a Sarkis mercenary who died in the Civil War. She's in good company in Kazdel. Her mother suffered from severe oropathy and was unable to raise her. Upon learning about this, Her Majesty Theresa has been providing financial support to their family. Nothing special about that either. If you don't have any better reason, Rika only enlisted in the army to repay Her Majesty's kindness. She once told me that fighting for Her Majesty is her only wish and the entire purpose of her life. Go on, Scout. I'm listening. In Kazdel, it is rare for children to have any wishes or anything to protect. They get sucked into the maelstrom of war and then they die. So you hope to preserve Reika's reputation to keep her wish to protect Her Majesty alive? Scout cannot answer. The battle-tested veteran falls back into silence. The doctor rises slowly, reaching out to pat Scout on the shoulder. Kaltsit does not expect this. Sorry if that offended you. I know you must have had a good reason. No one will be punished, but that will have an impact on discipline, which isn't going to be popular. Scout, I hope that in the future you and your team will respond to doubt with action. I swear to do this. Commander, Dame, I'll be taking my leave. Promise me one thing before you go. Value your own life and reputation the same as you do your teammates. I will. Additionally, Closure may approach you to discuss the Londinium issue. She's very concerned about my position on this matter. You can share some of the decision-making process with her. After all, she's also a potential combat operator. Of course, you can also discuss other things. 11:27 a.m. Clear. Rhode Island Chief Engineer's office. What is it this time? I'm wondering if you're settled on the going to Londinium thing. I'm still discussing it, as the action itself is rather risky. Why are you suddenly so concerned about this? I'm worried you're not in the right headspace. I know you want to go deep down, but you gotta think about the kind of danger we're up against. You waste a lot of energy getting all torn up. I'm not torn up. Rhode Island's safety is always my my first priority. It'd be great if one day you could just do whatever you want. You can't put it past me. I know how close you are to Theresa. There's no way you can stay out of the Londinium thingy. This has nothing to do with Her Majesty. I only care about the pros and cons that the action itself has on Rhode Island. Yeah, I know. Always responsibility and duty. Take a day to treat yourself every once in a while. Leave all that boring stuff to the doctor, and let's knock some back, just the two of us. Doesn't that sound nice? The doctor is already working very hard. I guess that's true. You'd think that amnesia would give us an all-new doctor, but the workaholic part is still the same. But honestly, the old doctor was such a hard ass. I like the new version better. Because this one's easier to bully. I heard about the treadmill you gave the doctor, how it would start floating for no reason, and you had to watch ads to get it back down. That was a special promotion. I was trying to save the doctor money. I need you to be more considerate. The last thing I need is an overwhelmed doctor getting scared to death by levitating exercise equipment. Yeah, sure. Why is it serious all of a sudden? Maybe it's something about how I knew the old doctor, but I keep getting this uncontrollable urge to pull the most hilarious pranks. Especially before, when the doctor was acting weirder and weirder. Enough, Closure. No more on this subject. I forbid you from mentioning a word of this to the doctor. Don't worry, I'm not that clueless. Anyway, Calcid, before we go to Londinium, I'm going to carry out a renovation of the underdevelopment area. Gonna thicken the hole at least. It'll be pricey, but I believe in a reliable engineer that I am. I think that level of investment is still absolutely necessary. So on behalf of the engineering department, I've decided to fight for 3 days and nights to give the underdevelopment area a brand new look. No need. The underdevelopment area is the sturdiest place on the ship. I thought you'd say that. Right below the underdevelopment area is a drone hangar, and that hangar doesn't have any support pillars. Once we knock out the upper part, the top of the hangar will deform and then... Calcid, why are you glaring at me like that? I'm scared. You just want to do your own thing. Alright, cards on the table. I'm the chief engineer, of course I'm gonna be curious about some place I can't get into. I have my reasons. All those secrets in your cult are gonna suffocate you. When are you going to open up to me already? You can't carry this all by yourself. maybe that day will come. Looking forward to it. Wait, huh? Did you just say something not super uptight? The patient placement work for Connor County will be completed today. In the coming days, you'll once again need to reassess the defensive strengths of the settlement site. The medical department will forward the relevant data to you later. In the future, similar tasks will gradually be transferred over to elite operators so that your energy will not be diverted from more important issues. Sorry to barge in, but look alive, everyone. Dr. Kaltzet is about to start her daily rounds. She's earlier than usual today, huh? There's a bunch of logistic department folks as well. You should go and see Dr. Kaltzet about that forgetfulness of yours. A lass from the medical department came over to our ward for a week or so to touch bases and said that she was going to transfer all of us to a temporary medical settlement in Connor Country. What's the point of other people talking if you're not gonna remember a word of it? Don't worry, sir. After all, the arrangement was made rather hastily. I'll be reminding everyone again. The Rhode Island Landship will be conducting a series of mock exercises around Victoria in the near future. We've decided to temporarily transfer you to a medical settlement in Connor County out of consideration for your safety. Please rest assured that the medical facilities there are comprehensive and you will be accompanied by most of the medical staff. Look, now that's Ari. Dr. Kaltzet, how long have you been standing right next to me? Don't worry, I just got here. Ari, pass me that patient's bloodworks report. You recovered quickly and your neuropathy hasn't shown any signs of deterioration. The fact that I'm still here today is all thanks to you. When I think back to the day I first had an acute neuropathy attack, you didn't close your eyes day and night so you could rescue me. It's my duty as a doctor. Next, I'll have to read the relevant agreement on the transport and resettlement, and you'll sign the agreement after I read it. According to Article 4 of Rhode Island's Neuropathy and Treatment Regulations. Easy there, Doctor. You don't have to read all that. Rhode Island has my complete and total trust, so just show me where I have to sign. I appreciate it, but reading out the agreement in its entirety is also to protect your rights. Ari, time is short, and we might not have the manpower to carry the patients. Check the hallway to see if anyone can help. Alright. Ah, Doctor? Good afternoon, what brings you here? Good afternoon. Doctor, are you available right now? We don't have enough staff to relocate the patients here, and might need your help. I'd be glad to help. Given your current physical condition, I'd recommend you not engage in any physical labor. I'll do my best. Doctor, this is the commander of Rhode Island, is it? The one that little Ari's always talking about every day? Sir, please don't say silly things like that. Doctor, I was just giving them an overview of Rhode Island. She's probably giving me too much credit. Having the commander of Rhode Island transport me? There's no way. Now, don't be shy. Everyone in Rhode Island is obligated to help even in the most common place of tasks. That hardly changes even for the person with the title of Field Commander. Our time is limited, let's get the transfer underway. Cass, come here and help me lift the upper body. And pay attention to the medical equipment cable. Sure thing. Ari, what's the new device? Never seen it before. It's a crystal melting instrument. Rhinelab CR01 experimental model with a built-in Originium circuit. Too small text, but closer. Jesus. In the middle and late stages of oripophy, the body becomes filled with crystals, and the organs are easily damaged and ruptured. The crystals melting instrument utilizes the sequential release of concentrated energy to dissolve the crystallization. That's exactly right. See, it's just as I said, the doctor really knows everything. Gus, don't just live like that. Small text, fuck's sake. Use your left hand to place the patient's hands together over the side to your neck. Use your right hand to cradle both the patient's legs. Sorry, didn't pay very close attention to Dr. Kaltzit's battlefield handling course. Didn't learn a lot of that material. That course was originally structured for you to cement your knowledge with practice anyway. But how did you know that, Doctor? If I recall, you were out in Sargon during that season. It came out without thinking. One last thing. Ami has been busy with various assessments of the Londinium trip as of late. Please take the time to make sure you look after her. She may be the leader of Rhode Island, but she's also still a kid. "2:29 a.m. Overcast. Babel Temporary Operation Command Center. You are the leader of Babel, but you're also an oripophy patient. Please take your health seriously. I suggest you stop working and take a break immediately. Kaltzit, you think too much about others. Oh, Doctor, please come in. We weren't discussing anything confidential." "I heard everything, Your Majesty. You really should be getting enough sleep. That was a tense meeting we had last night. All that battle talk must have tired you out." "No worries. Conversely, Doctor, I would like to apologize for the words spoken by some of the participants. They did not intend to offend, but were slightly agitated. They were worried about my safety, but I understand that you must surely have considered all possible situations. This is the best solution. Theresis wants to regain the initiative. He knows that your strengths are also your weaknesses. But what he doesn't know is how much you're willing to sacrifice for the Sarkos people. When Ascalon's troops arrive in town, he'll see the writing on the wall." "You're always so reassuring. Doctor, listening to your words is more refreshing than sleeping." Theresa's very face flashes a smile of relief, a smile that becomes gentler as she looks out the door. "Come in. Here, sit next to me." But... No need to look around. There are no outsiders here, Amia. Doctor? Dr. Kaltzit, good evening. I didn't mean to stay up this late. No one is blaming you, dear. Let me guess. Did you have a nightmare? No, I didn't. The soldiers moving around woke me up. I was looking out the window and saw Ascalon getting ready for a long trip with the other fighters. They are on a mission. But Ascalon said she would never leave me or Her Majesty. I was worried, so I snuck in here to take a look. Amia, my dear. My dear Amia, the doctor gave Ascalon a little job. They'll be back soon enough. Think about it. Has one of the doctor's battles ever run long? You're right. If that's what Doctor wants, I feel much better. Doctor is the best at making everyone feel safe. Amia, you should rest. Okay, I'm going to bed. Good night, everyone. What a sweet, lovable child. Doctor, before you came, I was a bit worried about the safety of Rhode Island landship in Ascalon's absence. That's natural. Stretching his front line thin, encircling a small town with no strategic significance, there's no telling what Teresa's true objective is. My safety is secondary. I'm more concerned about the safety of the children and researchers on the ship. But as Amiya said, you really do give people a sense of security. What you're accomplished through your command leaves no room for doubt. Dr. Kaltset, the day we win this war shouldn't be far away, right? Now all that's left... Now all of that is well outside your normal schedule. Doctor, are you still listening? I am. Doctor, what does it mean to be truly alive? Never thought about it. Obeying someone else's will, losing your reason to move. Does that count as being alive? Isn't that just a robot? Keeping your... but being separated from your memories. Does that count as being alive? Are you talking? If you had to choose one or the other, Doctor, which would you choose? I choose to be human, not a puppet. Kaltset casts a deeply pensive look at you. Freedom is not free. After you lost your memories, you woke up. You were forced to fight, and forced to witness the sacrifice of human life. This whole time, you have barely had a single choice. Look into my eyes. Tell me, Doctor, why is it that you fight? Memories continue to pour forth in this moment, and everything that has happened since your awakening in Chernobog flashes before your eyes vividly, joy and sorrow intertwining. An answer becomes clearer and clearer in your mind. You almost blurt it out subconsciously. I fight for Rhode Island. Make sure you don't forget the answer you just gave me. Even if no one understands, we must continue to walk this path. Doctor, you too will find your path. Alright. As always, thank you for listening. Only one more left. Anyway, bye-bye.